So the floor is good to walk on now. I'm gonna check it out. Haven't been in here yet. Man, this looks nice. I don't know what that black shadow is, but yeah. Epoxy with black, white, and gray chips. We've got this same stuff in our garage at our house, and we really like it. So now up next, we're gonna wait a little longer before somebody gets in with like a ladder and whatnot, but put a mini split there, do the trim, and then one more coat of paint. Then that'll be pretty much it. Then the plumbers can come back in and put a sink, urinal, and a toilet. It's coming along. We're in here in the shop, working on this barrel. So this whole empty barrel, we cut the top of it out. I'm gonna set it down in here, probably around this area. I'm gonna drill 4 holes. I'm gonna put bolts through the holes so then I can set that lid on top of the bolts, keep it up. And there's 3 holes on that lid. Set it in there, and we'll be able to put like funnels and whatnot so they can drain in the bottom of that. So Dad's going to get a little dolly at our house to set it on so he can roll it around and whatnot. But yeah, so I'm gonna get a drill bit here and drill holes for that thing. So I picked up a new cap here. Got a few of these and got some that are gray and black. So picked them up yesterday. Actually, Mom picked them up yesterday. Pretty sweet. I like it. Well, I'm gonna move this tractor and planter into the shop. So I'm gonna get it fired up. I gotta move the Magnum, and I also gotta move the skid steer. So gotta basically move everything out of the way, which isn't the most convenient, but it is what it is. Everything's running, so I guess let it sit for a sec, warm up, back everything out. It's raining right now. Probably can't see it on the camera, but it's raining. I think we got enough horsepower to pull this split rail. 470. I think it should handle it okay. It's a pretty big tractor for that planter, but we use this tractor for a lot of different other things. Putting on gas, we use a big bar for it. Auger cart, so I know it's probably a big overkill for that planter, but we've got the tractor, so we're gonna use it, and we have for a few years now, so. We're gonna do a service on that too. Service everything. Might as well, it's raining. Nothing to do outside. hooked up here. I need to get another bungee cord so I can hang it off of this. Hang it off this Linda hanger here. But then I can go up there and see if the monitor's all talking together, and maybe I'll just swing it around, unfold it. Well, everything's pretty much set up except for screen number 1. So the toolbox, layout, run screen 1. And I've got all the pictures of previous years. Like right here on my phone, I have the pictures of the run screen, so I know exactly what to put on there. Alright, so I think, here we go. Everything's set up. So I think I might fire it up and unfold it. There it goes. All right, so it's unfolded. For those of you that don't know, when I go to plant, this will collapse. So that tongue comes all the way back to here. So it's a lot shorter. And this is in transport height, so I'll have to pop off the cylinder stops and lower it down. But just to look everything over, I'm gonna leave it up so it's a lot easier to get around it. We replaced all these Yetter closing wheels last year. Did the firming point, the boots, and the openers. So there shouldn't be much at all to do on this planter. Grease it, just look everything over just in case there's something that fell off, broke during the season. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we got the filter for this Ford. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this filter on, and probably back it outside and wash it off and get it out of here. So I just use grease and put around on the seal. You can use like used oil or any type of oil, but a lot of people just use grease. Better gold plug it. Turn the key to the far left, and in there you'll see a plug start to glow orange. And then you know it's warmed up. Alright, she's glowing. So I got the Ford cleaned up. It's sitting out here kind of drying off. And now I got the grease gun. I'm gonna hit this tractor with it and the planter. You know, it takes 2 hands to use a grease gun, and I'm having a hard time figuring out where to set this, so I'm gonna put you guys down and get this thing greased. Ow! All right, so I got the tractor greased, the planter. basically just hit like the hubs up here on the marker and all the pivot points. Some under here, all around here. So got all that done. Now kind of gonna run underneath it, glance at everything, make sure everything's all okay, and go from there. So as I'm just going through here, little things like this, a little cotter pin, it's about to fall out, so need to get that bent back up so it will not fall out. Well, see, look, there's a cotter pin here missing. So it's just the little things, that need done to it. Yeah, there's another one here missing. Looks like the cotter pins. See, I replaced some of these here with bolts, with lock nuts. So, I mean, those ain't going anywhere, but that's what I probably ought to do for these, is replace them with bolts. So I might do that. So here's a good example. These will wear completely through and fall off. So it's good to go through and replace some of these, you know, the ones that you can tell if they're shot or not. So I'm going through and replacing with bolts. From the middle of the planter all the way to the right, they're all pretty much done with bolts. So it's basically just this left half that doesn't have the bolts. They've got the pins with the cotter pin through it. So I'm looking through them, and the ones that are pretty worn, I'm putting bolts through with this lock nut. So obviously I'm no planter expert, but I changed about 12 of them pins that were pretty worn. So got them changed, kind of looked everything else over, and everything seems to look okay. But I'm gonna wait, have Dad look at it too. So I'm gonna get to detailing that tractor out. I love this shop vac. I haven't had one. I've wanted one for a while now and finally got one. We had a DeWalt one and it just wasn't doing the job, so upgrades. Ooh. So here we go, another clean cab. And also use the world's best glass cleaner, so I have the world's cleanest glass now. Well, I appreciate you guys for clicking on this video and watching it. You might as well go ahead and click on that sub button too. But that's gonna be it for this one. Tune in some future videos because planting season's around the corner. You can also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, winling.farms. We'll see you in the next one.